next up, we're going to queer up the USA view. Stonewall Museum Robert Kesten wins Thought Leader of the Year. The Stonewall National Museum Archives and Library proudly celebrates its executive director, Robert Kesten, for winning the Bronze Stevie Award in the Thought Leader of the Year government or nonprofit category. This prestigious recognition highlights Kesten's unwavering dedication to justice and democracy. Robert Kesten's career at Stonewall National Museum has been marked by significant contributions to the LGBTQ+ community. His leadership has shown through initiatives such as establishing the nation's first AIDS day treatment center, advocating for the decriminalization of homosexuality in Ukraine, and his ongoing engagement with LGBTQ+ issues. His extensive work includes producing an award-winning documentary on the Holocaust, filmed live in Poland with 7,000 young people from around the world. President of TransMedia Group, Adrienne Mazzone, praised Kesten's achievements too. Located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the Stonewall National Museum is one of the largest LGBTQ+ libraries and archives globally. The museum continues to advocate against discriminatory policies and supports LGBTQIA rights, with efforts spanning from opposing Florida's Don't Say Gay bill to raising funds nationwide. The Stevie Awards receive over 10,000 entries annually from organizations in more than 60 nations, recognizing outstanding workplace performances worldwide. Kesten's recognition is a testament to his impactful human rights advocacy and leadership in the LGBTQ+ community. The cherry on top, Robert Kesten is with us here as a current queer news tonight, and it's such a beautiful way to begin Pride Month to have the man himself sitting next to us, somebody who was giving us flowers just now, but now you get to receive your flowers. Congratulations. And I just want to point out a fact from this story. Over 10,000 nominations were received from 60 countries.
And here you are.
There we go. So let's go. Oh my God. Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Robert, I mean, we love you and know you from Stonewall Museum, but you've had such an illustrious, long career before that. I mean, you ran for office, right? You were in New York, correct? I mean, you've done so much for our community. The Holocaust, AIDS platform. I mean, there really isn't anything trans. Like whenever something comes across your desk that you feel passionate for, you do something for them each and every single time. How many awards you got?
I don't know.
Talk about putting him on.
How many? Okay. So you didn't know you even won this award until recently, right?
Until somebody congratulated me.
Your dad.
For what?
Didn't your dad send you a message and you didn't even know?
He texted me and said, congratulations on winning the award. And I said, it can't be very serious because I don't even know what it is.
When you hear these stats, how does it feel to be recognized by your peers, by folks who are respected in this space?
A little embarrassing. But I mean, I'm glad for the work that I get to do. I'm glad that I have the opportunity to do that work. But I've never expected recognition for the work that I do. And so it's a little uncomfortable. I've been told not to be uncomfortable, but I mean, I can feel it. So, I work 7 days a week trying to do this stuff. And I'm still busy at night trying to save people in Kenya and South Sudan, because there you can kill LGBTQ people and there's no penalty. So I spend time doing that. There's not enough hours in the day to do what's necessary for the people that we care about. And I do believe that to some extent that the final hurrah in the human rights and civil rights movements are LGBTQ plus rights, because people of color are in there. People not in color are in there. And we, therefore, are in the lives of every other person on the planet. And so it's very important that we, once again, know our history, but it's also important that we hear other people. That we really learn to listen, because listening to other people when they tell you their stories is how you learn how to make a better world.
Wow.
And that's part of what I consider my job to be.
You're an extremely incredible man, Robert. How long have you had your ED position over at Stonewall now?
as of June 1st, I've started my 3rd year.
Your 3rd year.
So Pride is always
your anniversary.
my anniversary.
Listen.
And for 3 years in a row now, I have had the op-ed piece in the Miami Herald kicking off Pride.
Oh, wow.
So if you look at Sunday's newspaper,
oh my God.
last Sunday's newspaper, my op-ed piece kicked off Pride for the 3rd time in the Miami Herald.
And you're also kicking off, you're kicking off Stonewall. You're kicking off the museum. And people forget that we've got this incredible museum right here in Broward County, and people are now noticing that it's here more because of you. When you speak, I forget you're white, Robert. I want to listen, and I'm like, yeah, like he's here with us. Like he's not, it's just since day one, I've always felt that you're for us, you're with us, you stand with us. Any color, any letter of the acronym, you're like, you can fight for each and every one of them. Not all EDs can say that.
I don't see an option. I don't see an option. I think that when I look at you all, I see parts of me in there. So if I didn't speak up for you, then I'm cutting off my knees despite, and when I started being involved and engaged, it was, and this will show how old I am, it's when Martin Luther King was assassinated and I was a kid. And I organized my school, and we raised money for a neighboring community to send those kids to summer camp. And so my mentor at that point was a woman by the name of Ruth Ransom, a Black woman. And so for me, the frustration was not being a part of the community that was impressing me with how to be engaged, how to be active. When I think of people in history that I would want to sit down and have dinner with, it's Frederick Douglass. So it's hard for me to understand how people don't like people because of just what they look like.
Maybe you are Black or brown. I'm just thinking, how you speak, you sound like one of my uncles. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, my Theo Fred is like come through Robert. Like, I don't know.
My children are brown. And I would kill for them.
Yes, you would.
So, although they're much bigger than me now.
Well, we love you, Robert Kesten. Congratulations on your award. Congratulations to the folks who decided that you, out of 10,000 people, was the man for the job because you picked correct. Thank you so much.
And as a personal testament, I want to say thank you because your work allows me to sit here and be alive. Being HIV positive and all the other things, everything that you have done has me sitting here across from you. So that is my flowers.
You make me cry.
To you. I'm sorry. But that's all that goes through my head when I see my elders, and all the accomplishments and all the things.
Thank you.
So thank you.
So you will see Robert Kesten at Juneteenth this year. He's going to be hanging out with us.
Only if you promise to come to the reenactment.
For sure. We love you, Robert Kesten. Make sure you go on over to the Stonewall Museum and go check them out as well.